Good evening, friends. Today start Salesforce admin and developer interview questions. First question: what do you know about the Salesforce? Salesforce has become a leader in CRM development. It is a customer relationship management CRM platform that is a connect business with the customers. It is a single integrated the CRM platform that provide a standard share the pictures of every customer to all of your other department, including marketing, sales, commerce, and service, and also allow you to store the data on secure clouds. Not only does the platform including the number of the service and tools for relationship management, but it's also assistant in app development. As a result, Salesforce allow you to operate your the business from the anywhere. Next, expound CRM and explain. The expound of CRM is a customer relationship management. CRM is an application that is a help automated system of digitize marketing functions. With these software companies can plan to the increase the profit and renew. This strategy of the incrementing the revenue and profit is made by attracting customers, client, and sales. The important concept of the CRM is customer value. There are four CRM the intuitive as a believe: customer acquisitions, customer retentions, customer churn, customer win back. Next questions. Distinctions between Salesforce.com and Force.com. Both are the relative, the same but different. They are the functionality. Salesforce.com helps build CRM functionality based on the application. Example, iPhone app that store the contact details, make the phone calls, and has all the other standard of function of phones. Host.com is used to customize a data model and user the interface. Example, iPhone OS environment that can be built and run app. Next questions. Why do we tab in Salesforce mention the types of the tab? Salesforce.com a list of tab placed in the tab menu. Tab are used to access on the object data. There are three types of tabs: custom tabs, Visualforce tabs, web tabs. Next questions. What is the profiles? Mention the types of the profiles available in the Salesforce. Profile is a similar to setting and permissions in Salesforce. It is a used to perform different functions that are the defined by the users. It is another way to the manage particular the records. There are two types of the profiles: standard profiles created by the Post.coms, custom profiles created by the users. Salesforce standard profiles are standard users, solution managers, marketing managers, read-only system administrations. The next questions: what is the difference between the profile and roles? The difference between the Salesforce profile and Salesforce roles are: profiles, object, and feeds level the access may be created using the profiles such as general permissions, tab level permissions, read write permission, and so on. Role: we may offer the records level access using the roles such as the organization, the wide default role hierarchy, sharing roles, and manual sharings. Simply put, records level access is the influence of by responsibility. Next questions. How to delete of the phrase user in Salesforce.com? Delete users is not the possible in Salesforce.com, but we can deactivate the users by using the phrase options. To phrase a user, go to setup, manage users, find and click of phrase. Next questions. Mention the way to the store files, document and image in Salesforce.com. We can store files, document and image in Salesforce.com below. Attachment, document, the Google Drive, libraries, charter files. Next questions. What is a fields dependency? Salesforce field dependency are the filter that will let the users modify the content and control the value of the fields dependent on the value of another's. There are two other fields in fields dependency which are controlling fields, dependent fields. Next questions. Mentions virus type of the sharing rules in Salesforce. There are 5 sharing rules in Salesforce available which are as follow: account sharing rules, case sharing rules, contact sharing rules, custom object sharing rules, lead sharing rules, opportunity sharing rules. Next questions. List the charter rights and function of roll-up summary fields. Charter rights of the roll-up summary fields. It can be the created for the master details relationship, but not for the lookup relationship. Auto numbers are not available here. We cannot change the fields type in the roll-up summary fields. It is a device data from the child's object. Function of the roll-up summary fields: count, sum, minimum, maximum. Next questions. Mention the way to store. Mention the best way to share the records. Salesforce, there are 5 ways we can share the records. Role hierarchy, organization wide default, manual sharings, criteria based sharing rules, apex sharings. Next question. Define the dynamic dashboards. Can we shadow the dynamic dashboards? Dynamic dashboards help you display the set of the metric in the organization. They are created by the provide security setting in dashboards and Salesforce.com. Two setting options are there in the dynamic dashboards. Run as a specified the users, run as a login in users. Next questions. What is the workflow in the Salesforce? Workflow in the Salesforce is a business logic that is a help you can automated the organization, the normal process and the producers. Sorry. Saving you significant amount of the times. Workflow allowed the records to carry out of the task like changing the data of notifying the individual of the external system. We can the automated task like the assignment task, sending emails, updating feeds, and sending the outbound messages. Next questions. A name of the different workflow compounds in Salesforce.com. There are 5 workflow compounds in Salesforce.com. Workflow rules, workflow task, workflow emails alert, workflow feeds update, workflow outbound message. Next questions. What are the virus type of the relationship available in the Salesforce? There are the virus relationship type of Salesforce that users can create the which are self relationship, lookup, many to many, junction object, hierarchical, master details relationship. Next questions. What are the limitations of the time dependent workflow? Limitation of the times dependent workflow are the first. Time triggers do not support minute or second. Time triggers cannot be referenced which formula feeds, that is include the related object. Merge feeds. We cannot add, remove or time triggers if the workflow rules is active. The workflow rules in the included in the package. Next questions. How many ways are there to call an Apex class? There are 4 ways to call in Apex class: visual page, web service, triggers, email service. Next questions. What is a formula feeds? Formula feeds is a read-only feeds that is coupled with formula expressions from the which which its value of the calculated with the corresponding the modification in the formula expression, that is value of the types of fields in immediately changes. These fields can be created using the both standard and the custom fields. Next questions. What is the data loaders? Salesforce data loader is a client application that is allow you to import or export data in bulk. On can the insert, update, remove, or export Salesforce records with the tools. Data loaders reads, extract, and loads data from the comma, separate the value CSV files and database connection in the input. Importing data, it's create CSV files for exporting the data. Next questions. When do we use data loaders? We use data loaders when we need to load more than 15,000 to less than 5 lakh records. We need to load into the object that is not yet supported by web-based importing. We want to able to save multiply mapping the files for the future use. We want to export our the data in backup the purpose. We want to prevent duplicate via the uploading the records. Next questions. What are the data management tools in Salesforce? There are two data management tools available in the Salesforce, which are Data Import Wizard and Data Loaders. Next questions. Define the SaaS. Salesforce as a service. SaaS, the cloud service provider software that is we need to the develop an application saving us from the purchasing. It is a SaaS support. We can the service and the service the oriented the architectures. Top SaaS provider are 𝐒𝐴𝐵𝐞, SL Labs, 𝐒𝐚𝐥𝐞𝐬𝐟𝐨𝐵, AppDynamic, Apprenda. Learn complete the concept of the Salesforce. Sorry. Next question. Define the PaaS. Platform as a service, PaaS, the cloud service provider and operating the system, OS, hardware, storage, and the network service thought the cloud. But we have to the play to the service provider the based on our the subscriptions like the rental service. Top PaaS provider, AWS Elastic, the Beanstalk, and AppScale, Appistride the clouds, CA technology, engine the yard. Next question. Define the as infrastructures as a service as the cloud service provider the infrastructure such as a service hosting the server and storage. Top as providers AWS, ATT, CA technology, cloud scaling, bulk, blue log, 𝐒𝐴𝐵𝐞, and next, what are the different Salesforce editions? External, the Salesforce external edition, the specially designed for the small scale business. It is a concept of the easy to use UI. There are the virus tools in the edition that is help the customizing the according to business needs. Professional, the edition the but for the business that is a require the must CRM the functionality. It is has a features such as a easy automation, customization, and integration with other technology. Also, it is a concept of the administration of tools that is help in development of small scales applications. Next, enterprise. The enterprise edition is built for the large scales business. It provides the advantage and customization tools. The administration tools of the enterprise editions help you large scales and deployment. The editions allow access to the features of the Salesforce API. Next, unlimited. The addition, the concept of the extremely advanced features that is help the maximum users. The unlimited additions of the Salesforce allow for the efficient management of business resource that can be provided the instantly on demand. Also, the it provide the premiers support high storage limit in the increased number of the custom app and many more features. The developers edition give the access API and Salesforce lighting the platform. It is a provide the tools that is allowed to developer to customize the Salesforce the platform and the integrated with of the other the technology and application. Also, edition the consent of the business consist of those a feature that is a are present in the enterprise editions. Next questions. What is the mean by tab in Salesforce? Salesforce tab allow user to the see information at a glance. It is a program. It is a show the data of object and other the web material. Type of tab in Salesforce are standard object tab, custom object tab, web tab, Visual Force tab. Next question. What is the field level security and how can it be controlled? Field level security helps control the accessibility of the user's particular data fields. Suppose if can the organization the providing the users with access to the C, edit, manipulate of the delete data object specific of the users fields of work. It can be order the data object from the users. The control the fields level security we use to profiles and permission set the attribute of profile and permission set mention the below the profiles page layout IP range login hours desktop client access permission app permission record types tabs setting assign app object permissions fields level security apex classes Visual Force page. And next questions, what is the custom metadata types? The custom metadata types store the information about the organization. It is a type of object that can be the customized, deploy, package, and under upgraded. It is a help used data configuring the application without the fretting about the data migrations rather than transferring the custom metadata type of manually. It is can be deployed using the sandbox. Next questions. How can we clear the time based the workflow action the queue? There are two ways to clear the time based the workflow action the queue. First, you can make flash criteria, or you can clear the by removing action that are the rescheduled from the queue. Next questions. What is the OWT and do you now how many access are available in the OWT? The default level of access to data records for all the users in the organization in the defined by the organization. The default are used to limit data access or the organization records for the both standard and the custom object. Organization wide default OWT can be set. It in organization the wide default of around the 13 virus across the are available. There are 4 value: public read only, public read write, transfer, public full the access, private and view only, use, hide details and the event, show the details and event, controlled by the parents, no access. What is the mean by app in Salesforce and what are the type of app? In Salesforce.com is an app service as a container that there are tab, a logo and name of them. It is a connection of tab that provide the Salesforce developers with the features he or she is seeking for. If you need to develop an app, Salesforce simply follow the step below. Build, create app, and click on the new. Salesforce has a 2 type of the app which are custom app, console app. What is the triggers and exactly what are the different kindly triggers? Triggers are the system action done in Salesforce before and after changes are the made to records. Insertions, the update and the delete are the example for these activity. Triggers may be used to call Apex, and triggers is just Apex code that run before and after that is the next set of activity. In Salesforce, there are two type of triggers in available, which are before triggers used to update and valuable records before and saving into database. After triggers used to access fields value are set by the settings. Next questions, what is the mean by object in Salesforce? Object in Salesforce used to database table that is are used to store data information of the organization. Now we have two type of object in the Salesforce. They are standard object. Standard object. These are two object provided by the Salesforce, which including the contact, account, opportunity, leads, case, and campaign, product, contract, and dashboards, and custom object. These include the modification made by this Salesforce by the users. It's store the external and unique information of the organization custom object, including the page layout and relationship to other the object, custom users, and interface tab in custom fields. Next questions. What is the mean by app in Salesforce? App in the Salesforce.com is a container that is hold various things such as a logo name and a set of the required tabs. It is also called group of the tabs that is work together to and functionality that is you are the looking for. Salesforce, you can the customize app to match your the requirement for your can build and new opportunity new application by the combining custom and the standard apps. The process to create app in Salesforce, set up, build, create app in, click on new. Next question, what are the Salesforce standard fields? Below the mention is the Salesforce standard fields: owner, name, last modified by, and created by. Next question, what are the benefit using the Salesforce CRM? We get to following the benefit by using the Salesforce CRM: improving the organization, the understanding in changes, communications. We can understand the customer better and can be facilitate better the service. Salesforce automated the repeated rule-based the task, improve the analytics and database to analyze the data, reduction in the cost of the cycle the times, improve the efficiency of the item teams. Next question, what is a master data relationship? This master data relationship is a sum as the relationship between a parent and child. In this, accept the master in treated as a parents and their the details is the child. The master object asks the control of the behavior of the details object, the server of the childs in the dependent on of the parents, because if you master get deleted, the details will also the automated get deleted. You can create the roll-up summary feeds and master details, master record the which help in calculating the minimum average sum of the child's records. What is the lookup relationship? The relationship between the two objects called the lookup relationship. Lookup relationship connect to the two objects and link together so that you can the look up the from the related the items or the items. It can be the one-to-one and one-to-many. What is the self relationship? It is a personal look up the same object. The self relationship create three diagram of the object. Let the take an example as an object in this is we can the create the relationship merchant and between two account. This is a for a self relationship. Next question, what is a workflow in Salesforce? Workflow is a excellent way to automate the specific business process. Salesforce to do this you are the required to define the certain rules and the regulations to automated tasks such as sending the emails, updating the feeds, create the task. We can have access to workflow, access to object. It it is not possible to query from the database. Next question: explain the Salesforce dashboards. Salesforce we used dashboards to represent the data in pictorial the format. Salesforce dashboards is capable of displaying 20 reports at a time. Next question: what is the triggers in Salesforce? The triggers is defined as the Apex code that is executed before the after and following the functions such as insert, update, delete. Triggers and enables to perform the custom action before and after modification to the records of the Salesforce. Next question: what are the action in the workflow? Below the mention are the action in the workflow: feeds update, task, outbound message, email alert. What is the Apex in interface? The interface is a connection of the unimplement method. This is will be specific the signature of the methods type of the input that we pass the method specific, that is a type of the given and output. Note: generally in interface methods we give the is as globals. Next question: what are where can I use to Apex? We can use to Apex in the following ways: to create the email service to create the email service, create a web service, perform the complex validations over the multiple object, to create the complex business process that is are not the supported by the workflow, create the custom transaction the logic, attack the custom logic and another the options. Next questions: how does Apex work? All Apex program run the entirely one demand on the first.com platform. First, the platform application server compiles the codes into the abstract set of the instructions that can be understood by the Apex runtime interpreters. The compiled the codes is stored in metadata. When the into user triggers the executions of the Apex by clicking and button or the user force page in the application server, the retrieve the application the instructions from the metadata and the send them to the runtimes interpreters before the running the results. What is the Apex in Salesforce? Apex is a strongly types object-oriented programming language. It is also the developer to execute flow and transaction to control the statement. Apex enables the developer to add business logic, must system and event like button click and related to records update and visual force page. Next questions: what are the way to the call in Apex class? Below the mention are the way to the Salesforce to call in Apex class from the another class, from the developer console, from the JavaScript link, from the compound by using the triggers from the user force page. And next questions: explain the virus methods of batch Apex class. The batch Apex class deploy the database batchable interface with the free methods flow, start and finish and execute. Start: we used to start methods at the beginning of the batch Apex job. We used to it for the connecting the object of records, for the passing them to the interface, for exiting it returns of the database query locators object, that is company object, or the records sent to the jobs. And finish: we call this mention once to finish the batch processing. We use to these methods to send the configuration the emails for to the execute the post processing operations. Execute: We used to these methods of for every batch for the records that are sent to the methods. We use two methods for data processing. This is the main methods does the following. Object record list refers to the database patches term concept. And next questions. What is the Apex email service? Email service are the automated process that is used to Apex class to process the content, header, attachment, and of inbound mail. Note, Visual Force fetch emails template cannot be the used to must emails. We can associate each email service with one of the one or more Salesforce generated the emails address to the which the users can send the message for processing. Next questions. Explain about the Apex programming language. Integrated the it provide the build in support for the DML calls inline the Salesforce object query language, easy to use, easy to text version version and multi-talent aware the application. Thank you.